Lights out, we're racing in Phillip Island in Moto3. It is a good start from the head of that second row on the 64 bike of David Munoz, who moves alongside both Fernandez and Vaya. In fact, Munoz moves up now into second place. What a clean getaway it was from pole position though by Ortola, who sweeps through the Duan corner, half a bike length clear.
Oh, Kelso getting moved wide onto the curb there. He's on the inside and up into fifth place. A mistake into the southern loop for Ivan Ortola, which lets Munoz through into the lead. Whoa!
Oh, big tangle further down the field, and that is Colin Vaya and Ivan Ortola, two riders who were right in the thick of that battle for second overall in the World Championship. There's a bit of a gift coming the way here. So this is the helicopter shot then of the incident at turn 4. Well, what happened was Vaya tagged Piqueras initially, didn't he? That washed his front tyre out, and then he just plows into Ortola. Talk about wrong place, wrong time for the Spanish rider who started on pole position. There's Vaya on the 95 bike then. He just tags into Piqueras. I suppose they'll look at it and go, well, Piqueras closed the door down on Vaya. Where was he supposed to go? But we're on the last lap here, and what a battle this is raging for the final place on the podium. Munoz versus Holgado versus Fernandez. Holgado now attacks Munoz through the southern loop. Alonso's going to cruise to the victory here in Australia. Fernandez on the inside of both Munoz and Holgado through turn 2. Brilliant battle this for second. Corners now, Munoz trying to wade through on the approach to Lukey Heights into second place. Fernandez slams the door shut. Who's going to win the battle? Holgado snatches second place. Adrian Fernandez does lock out the podium. He's on the top 3 for the 3rd time in a row. This was the drag race to the finish line, which will eventually go the way of Holgado in a photo finish. Over the line, the battle for second place. Holgado, Fernandez, Nepa and Munoz.
36 thousandths of a second covering the 4 of them.
David Alonso wins the Australian Grand Prix in 2024. He's now the most successful rider in terms of Moto3 victories in a single season. He now equals Valentino Rossi as the rider with the most victories in a lightweight World Championship season. He's the first rider in history in Moto3 to win 4 races in succession. I believe the last time there was 4 races in a row in the lightweight World Championship, well, that was the great Marc Marquez.
Shades of Valentino Rossi back in 1997, this.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. He's just so much to love and admire, isn't there, about David Alonso. That was just another absolute exhibition from Alonso.
A record equaling 11th win of this golden lightweight class season. David Alonso, just far too good.
Lights out, and we're racing in Moto2 here in Phillip Island. It's a good launch away from the middle of that front row by Aaron Canet, who immediately gets the drop on pole starter Aldeguer. The Spaniard will lead into the Duan corner. In fact, Aldeguer has been picked up as well by Alonso Lopez. Lopez's speed up teammate Diogo Moreira's had a strong start. He's already up into 4th spot. Where is Ayagura?
He's in 6th place. He's made a superb start.
Immediately firing on the inside of Canet, then into the Miller corner goes Alonso Lopez, race winner here 2 years ago. Canet's through then into the lead. He's going in a little bit wide, looked like he was maybe running a slightly offline into the Miller corner, but Canet then hits the front. He's got the 2 Boscascuras charging behind him. Big contact there, a big rub between Canet and Lopez as they attacked into Siberia. Door left wide open for Aldeguer to slot back up into second place. No, Aldeguer, it looked like he was a little bit out of control there going down into turn 10.
It worked.
Yeah, it did work. He'd had his heart in his mouth at one point there as Lopez now trying to capitalise on the contact between Aldeguer and Canet, and he does. Sweeps on the inside of Canet going into the final corner.
Lopez back through into the lead, and Gonzalez has brought himself right into play now with this top 3, although of course he won't be there for long. Canet also set to go through into second place on Aldeguer. We're riding on board here now with the 44 of Canet right behind us, and perhaps soon alongside us was Aldeguer, who set the fastest lap. Canet's decided to turn defence into attack, and he takes the lead.
That was a lovely move as well on the run to the southern loop as Aldeguer sweeps through on the inside of Lopez. You get the sense here that Aldeguer can feel that Canet's trying to make a bit of an early decisive break here and thought, got to get through on one teammate here, not to let Canet check out into the distance.
Once
Here he
again,
goes.
Aldeguer is just prepared to trust the rider up ahead of him, not to take his front tyre away into MG, and Aaron Canet just about gave Fermin Aldeguer enough room there, but Aldeguer looking rather impatient here. He wants to get through, and he now does get through.
That was tight, wasn't it, as they squeezed the throttle back on the exit of turn 11 for the first time in this Grand Prix. The big pre-race favourite, Fermin Aldeguer, has hit the front. And it's Alonso Lopez who has tumbled out of third place, and that of course is pushing Senna Aegis, the Australian, the home crowd hero, onto the podium. What drama then we've had on lap 21 here at the Miller corner in particular.
Well, Senna Aegis is now 1.2 seconds ahead of Ayagoro, who now moves up into an incredible fourth place. Won't win in the World Championship, but will put him on the brink. But Senna Aegis now staring at a first podium. He's got a 1.2 second advantage to manage over the final 2 laps.
1 lap remaining, 4.4 kilometres to go. Just under 0.4 of a second is the gap. The pair of them somehow back in the 130s.
How are they doing this? Aldeguer and Canet are pushing each other to the absolute limit. They're pushing their Pirelli tyres to the absolute limit. And at the moment, Aldeguer, if he can find another 130 on this final lap, he will win this Grand Prix.
Canet was much quicker, much better edge grip as he swept through the southern loop. Now they go through Stoner Corner. 145 miles an hour through turn 3,
here he goes.
And coming from a long way back. He's trying the block pass, isn't he? And Canet then, well, it's the corner named after Thriller Miller, and we have a thriller here in Moto2. It is now or never for Fermin Aldeguer, and the victory in this Australian Grand Prix. They touch, they rub, they run out wide. Aldeguer was almost down. Aldeguer was almost on the floor. He picked it up on his knee and his elbow. His aggression, though, has paid off. He moves through into the lead. Out of the final corner we go. And it's going to be surely Fermin Aldeguer who wins a phenomenal Phillip Island Grand Prix here in Moto2. What an unbelievable finish.
If you enjoyed that, there's plenty more to come. See you on track.